Hey Aussie gamers and honorary Aussie gamers from around the world. Welcome to episode 76. And today is Thursday, the 7th of May 2015, and you're listening to the Aussie Gamers Express podcast, the podcast that is far from PC, but is definitely the one for you. I am your host, LewkOne, and joining me as usual is my good friend Thorncliff. How are you, mate?
I am very well.
That's lovely to hear. And also joining us is our other great friend Red. How are you?
I'm fantastic, mate. I really am.
That's good stuff. Did you get the cryptic meaning behind the intro there?
PC? No, I didn't.
C1 for you.
Did you get it?
No.
No?
I'm a dumbass.
Maybe you can listen back to it later. Before we start, here's this week's show in preview. First we'll have game talk. After that we'll have the news. And in the news, we're going to have news on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5, Sega History at E3, Hacker Publicly Shamed, Guitar Hero Live, some good news, Cheap Witcher 3 keys, Activision / Blizzard, Destiny weekly activities for House of Wolves, new EA games, Netflix, and The Taxman. After that, What's That Sound? Then we'll do the new second time around Not So Frequently Asked Questions. This week it's going to be Super Mario Brothers, and then after that, Shout. Then we'll bring the show home for another week. All right, first up in Game Talk.
Okay, I got a platinum.
What did you get?
It doesn't matter.
Lego!
Shadow of Ronin on the PlayStation Vita. So
cool. Any trick
all
bits?
No, not really.
Okay, cool.
There's a couple of little things there that you just need to know exactly what you need to go into, like certain doors and stuff like that. But other than that, once you know the sequence of certain things, that you'll be able to do it quite easily. So there's one of the bosses that you're not allowed to fall into icy water, and it kind of breaks up around you. But if you know which way to fight the boss, then yeah.
Yeah, I got that trophy.
Sure. Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
You don't need to worry about that. My rage game, Ollie Ollie. I don't even know why I'm still playing this, but it's kind of a good little thing to play when you've got a spare, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes to kill a bit of time. I played some League of Legends this week. There's some dickheads on there. I'm just trying now to, you know what, like, because I want to learn how to play it and find why people get so much enjoyment out of this game, and I really don't understand it. I was just playing some just bot matches with other players, and I just completely and utterly ignored the chat window because it was just stupid. Yeah, dickheads. Anyway, Tropico 5. We got that yesterday, and it's been downloaded. Very small download, which is pretty good. It was a 2.6 gigabyte. It's very much a SimCity kind of thing for the console. It's been out on Steam for, I think, about a year, if I'm correct. Yeah,
May 2015. 14, sorry.
Yeah, and it really has transitioned to console quite well, I think. The controls, though it took a little bit of getting used to, just the controlling the movements around the island and your views and all that kind of stuff. The tutorial in it's very good in teaching you the basics and how to start doing a lot of the things. And I'm not that far into it at the moment. I've done the tutorial and 2 of the campaign levels. But from what I see, I can see myself spending a fair amount of time on this, just stuffing around. I'm a big fan of SimCity and games like Civilization, and it's kind of a mix of both. There's a lot to do with like diplomatic stuff, and also in this one here, you're trying to stay elected basically as the El Presidente, and you can fix elections and kill people that are against you and all these other cool little things that add a bit more to it that you don't traditionally get in your sim games. But as I play more of it, I'll be able to give a better grasp on the later levels and the more modern type of things you get to build and all that kind of stuff. But at the moment, I've done the World Wars, and I've gone from colonial into the World Wars era, and it's very good. I'm enjoying it a lot.
Well, I played it quite a fair bit yesterday, and my wife watched me playing it too, and you know what she said to me? She goes, "Is Clash of Clans on the console now?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, yes, pretty much. It's a free-to-play Clash of Clans game. That's what I get from it. The only thing is it doesn't have those annoying microtransactions for the premium currency. You just play the game and earn the money, but that's what it felt like to me. It just felt like one of those free-to-play games.
Yeah, in it as you're building and all that kind of stuff, it's quite good in that like you can speed up time or slow it down or pause it and all that kind of stuff because in it you've got to do like building something will take a certain amount of time and researching things like you build a library and you research, so you'll research a sickle which will be able to upgrade a plantation, research a shovel which will allow you to build mines, research the trigger which will allow you to build a fort. And these all take time, so as you click on them to research them, you can speed it up to the point where you get that and then kind of play it at normal speed and start building the things and then speed it up. So you've got a lot of choice in there in the way that
Sean,
you play the game as well.
Why would you play it at normal speed?
I'm playing it I play it at normal speed when I'm building things and sorting out stuff around the area or checking out the people and what their thoughts are on you or stuff like that. And most of the time is spent in that fast forward.
Yeah, I'd never put it on anything other than the fast forward. I never found it necessary, and I still found it. I was like, oh, geez, just hurry up.
Yeah, it still takes a bit of time because I think it's roughly about 10 seconds a month, maybe, on the fast forward.
I thought it was longer than that.
Oh, it could be.
Yeah. But
and also, when you're building, though, it actually pauses the game. So once you go into your build menu or into your diplomacy menu or anything like that, it actually pauses you in time so that you can have a stuff around and find exactly what you want to do and what you want to build.
It's got a great personality, though. Like what you said, when you can research the trigger, which is for upgrades.
Yeah.
I like when it finally gets upgraded and they say, "Oh, yeah, we've worked out how to use the muskets, but we were set back a little bit because we realised that when you pull the trigger, you're not supposed to be looking down the barrel and stuff like that."
Yeah.
It just says silly, tongue-in-cheek things like that. It's actually quite a funny game.
Yeah, it kind of seems like it's a bit of a piss take on like Cuba.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, did you have a look at the different names? Because you can't name it your character manually. You have to pick from a list. Did you read through them?
Like, Alejandro and Andre and Fernando and Hernandez. And,
yeah. But I ended up making my character, my dictator, if you will. I made him look like Pagan Min and gave him the pink suit. And I realised that you've got to write in like what you want your dynasty to be. And because my guy was Pagan Min, I inadvertently had created the Min dynasty. That was unintentional.
Yeah, mine's a steampunk looking dude with his mad mustache and Lennon glasses and a top hat.
But yeah, I put a lot of time into it last night. Played it for probably over 6 hours, just constantly.
Oh wow!
I went into the free. Well, I started off with the campaign like yourself. I did the first couple of missions before I failed. Then I went into free play and just kept sort of practicing in there and got to the point where I kept failing. So I just gave myself unlimited money and then just went to town. But even with unlimited money, I found myself unable to keep everybody happy. It's still a tricky game.
Yeah, because this is where I found it very, very unusual is that your people are quite difficult to, as you say, keep happy. So, like to keep them happy, you need to build entertainment for them. You've got to make sure they're not homeless. You've got to make sure there's enough jobs around for them. There's a hell of a lot of information that needs to be taken into account for you to be able to be successful in the game.
They're fucking little shits because I was unlimited money, so I had heaps of money. So I gave every single citizen a mansion, cut all the taxes. They all got free food, so they didn't have to pay for any food, and the fuckers still didn't like me. They're all a bunch of assholes. Fuck them. They can eat it. So when the tornado hit, I just sat in the corner and laughed.
Yeah, it didn't rebuild shit.
No, I'm not rebuilding fucking shit. You can do it yourself, you selfish sons of bitches. All I wanted was for them to, at least vote.
I wanted them to love me.
Because I wanted to progress into the modern age and start building skyscrapers and shit, but no, I couldn't do that because they wanted to vote for fucking little bit spastic that was running the other island across the way. So I got kicked out.
I would have just killed everybody.
Yeah, well, I sort of did.
Yeah.
You just click on them. If they're protesting in the street, you can either bribe them, speak to them or something, or you can just kill them.
Yeah.
Cost you $2,000 to kill them. Fuck them. I've got unlimited money. Die.
Unlimited money. Die. And leave the 3 people on the island that will vote for you. Because you can actually do your constitution as well. So if you keep the rich people happy, you can set up your constitution so that only rich people can vote.
Yeah.
So you can do that, or you can set it up so that only males can vote, or you can set it up so everybody can vote. And then you can choose your religious faction as well for your constitution. So you can have like a secular one where you allow everyone in. You can have a Catholic one, or you can have an atheist one. So there's that, and there's a third option, Luke. What was that for your constitution?
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember it. I didn't go into that deep. There's heaps in it. It's a very, very full game. So when I say that it's like a free-to-play game, I'm not saying that it's hollow or anything like that. It's very, very full-featured, but just the concept of it. I guess free-to-play games have taken from these games, not the other way around.
Yeah. So it's like, the typical ones, your Clash of Clans, your Simpsons Tapped Out, your Family Guy, buy this building and drop it there kind of thing.
Come back and collect. Yeah.
Come back and collect later on. These ones here are set up well so that you actually can set up trade routes and all that kind of stuff as well, so that you can earn your money to go towards your bank for your island. And you can also set it up as well with red tape so that every time something gets exported, money gets put into your personal Swiss bank account, which then you can use to buy yourself stuff. Very in-depth, as you say. What else have I done? New headset.
Yay!
Oh,
Turtle Beach.
Yeah, so I got the Turtle Beach Stealth 500p headset. We did the unboxing video of that today. It should be up by the time the podcast goes up, so you'll all be able to see that there. It's really cool. I've very light, very comfortable to wear. Boom mic on it. You know what? I'm neither here nor there on that as yet because I haven't used it that much. But from all accounts, when we tested it earlier, the sound seems to be pretty good, especially through the microphone and stuff like that. So, yeah, I did my first test with it as soon as I got it all hooked up and set up on the PlayStation, straight in with Gone in 60 Seconds, straight to the Eleanor scene and cranked the headset. It sounded amazing. It really doesn't go really, really loud. Like, the PlayStation headset, you can turn it up so it's basically like blowing your head off. These ones here, it doesn't seem to be that it goes really that loud, but it's enough to be good. It sits nicely around your ears and kind of cuts out a lot of the outside sounds, so that's always a bonus.
Well, did you have to change any of the settings to get the sound to go through the optical?
Yes.
So what happens if you turn the headset off?
It just goes back to normal. What would actually... Because all of my stuff runs through my Muteki amp that I've got.
Right.
So I've got a 7.4 surround sound system, which has the HDMI, goes into the back of the amp and into the back of the PS4. Set it all up on the PS4, turn the headset on, sound's coming through the headset and through the speakers on the amp. So.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's what I need.
So, yeah, I just turned the amp onto mute. Sound's still coming through. Awesome.
I've got ideas.
I need an amplifier.
No, I've got an amp. I've just realised what I need to do for my videos anyway.
But the only thing is with it is that, like I haven't tested it out further, as you said, because I've only just got it. But if I turn the speakers up, will that resonate through the microphone?
Yeah, of course it will.
Oh, well, yeah, it was pretty clear that you could hear my daughter's attitude before when she was
that's right.
going off. Yeah, so.
Yeah, no, for noise cancelling that good, you're probably looking at thousands of dollars of microphones.
Yeah, well, this one here has actually got quite, or the PS3 one that I've got has quite decent noise cancelling.
No, it doesn't.
Around it. No?
Nah.
Okay.
It does. They do have noise cancelling, but they're not perfect.
No, I was just saying because like I can sometimes when my wife's like on using the TV and that I can hear the TV through having the headset on, but you just can't hear it through the microphone.
Says you noisy prick.
Yeah.
You just tolerate your garbage.
Oh, jeez, just fucking deal with it.
We're struggling to hear you, Eva.
Yeah. No, I'm very happy that you've got this new headset because, your old one was so annoying with that drone sort of feedback in the background.
Yeah, and I sound super sexy with this one.
You do sound... It's very, very deep. Richard Mercer.
Love song dedications. Yeah.
All right, what else, man?
That's it for me, mate.
All right, cool. Red, go ahead.
I have played Battlefield Hardline. I've actually played a lot of that this week, and it's... I seem to have really hit my groove with my different setups, and now instead of being one-faceted or single-faceted, I've now got 3 different setups amongst the classes that I can approach different situations differently. Like I've become, well, not real good, but semi-decent with the shotgun and the riot shield sort of thing, like up close and personal, close quarter stuff. My bloody, what do you call it? My assault rifle is just off the chain. That professional, whatever it's called, the medic class. It's just absolutely brilliant. It's just good for collecting points. And I've dabbled in a little bit of sniper work, but I'm not patient enough to sit there for 10 minutes to pick off 2 dudes. Like, Jesus. But yeah, that's okay. Mortal Kombat X, I had a couple of runs on that. I had a bit of a game with Reprimir. We had a 1st to 10 battle royale, and it ended up being 10-9 in his favour.
Oh, wow.
Little prick. But what we're doing was, if you press triangle, you can hide your cursor, and then you press triangle again and go random select.
Yeah.
So we're just random selecting people with whatever attribute they had and just going to town. So you just do them down forward X, down back X, down forward square, down back.
Yeah, trying to find all the usual moves.
Yeah, just getting the usual suspects out of the way. But that was fun. Look, that's back on its way to you now. I very much enjoyed it and appreciated the time that you've lent it to me. But I think a lot of our suspicions were confirmed pre-release that it is basically just a fighting game.
Yeah.
And it does it very well, and it offers a lot of variety and everything like that. But essentially, you're going to hear round 1 fight, round 2 fight, round 3 fight, fatality, and then you're going to do it all over again.
Yeah, it's the best of its type out there, but that's all it is.
Oh, bloody oath. Bloody oath, it's the best. It shits all over Dead or Alive.
Oh, absolutely.
So...
And it's only going to be really good if you can actually punch the person that's sitting next to you whilst playing it and they're beating you.
Yeah, couch co-op. That's
like nudging each other and G'ing each other up while you're playing it.
It's on its way back to Sydney, Sean, so... Come over.
Wasn't there a big claim made pre-holiday?
There was.
Yeah, it's going to happen.
Right. Yeah. We also had the COD Clan War over the weekend, back in Prestige Division. Was very humbled to welcome along Ross Mark into the clan. Very good contributor, good player, an all-round decent bloke to have on the other end of the bloody microphone. Very much appreciate him joining us with his new console, being the PS4, and you'll even ask him. I've got a recorded voice message of him saying it's better.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice.
And also, here's my big news for the week. Just don't get used to it. But I Platinum Sleeping Dogs, the definitive edition, after getting that back from you. I'd already done the main campaign and whatnot and most of the dojos and whatnot. But went around and collected about 500 things. And talking to you, I was at the time, and it just becomes glaringly obvious all the negative points of a game when you're doing the same shit for hours on end. The game flowed perfectly for the first 20, 25 hours when I was doing campaign, a few side quests here and there. But fuck, and the moves you can pull off and the jumping from one car to another, the stupid fuck can't walk over a bloody weed. Can't get out of the water onto sand.
Well, that's the thing. When you play a game usually it's to platinum. When you play it to such excess, you've got all that time in the world to pick up on all the faults.
Because most of it is mind-numbing. You set a point on the map and you go from one end to the other, And she's fucking gay.
So what have you done now, Luke?
You want to end Reds there. No, you got your Limelight champion. Go for it.
Go on.
Platinum Borderlands 2. Right.
Nice.
Yes, that was cool.
Find Jimmy Jenkins all right?
Yeah, I did actually. I found him in the first 6 hours of my grinding. Luke had about...
him straight away. Oh.
I felt that sorry for Luke. Not pity, but I just felt sorry the game was fucking screwing him over. I went on a solo course for, I think it was just an hour and a half, a couple of hours while talking to Luke, trying to find Jimmy Jenkins so I could pause it, bring him into my game and go, yeah, fuck it up. But, I'll let Luke emphasise a little on his playthrough of looking for Jimmy Jenkins. And also to be a bit of a, I don't know, bit proud of myself. I reinstalled Infamous First Light and done all the arena challenges yesterday and today to platinum that also.
Awesome. Pretty solid to get a platinum with that. Like for an expansion, if you will, to have a platinum trophy. Yeah. There's heaps to do in it still.
There is. That's the thing.
They're probably equal to about like a run through of. Yeah. Or, close to like Second a run Sun. Through of Second Sun, and the price point that it was, and then getting it for free as well. It was pretty awesome.
But the campaign's a highlight still. What a game. That was my 3 big achievements, taking me to double figures. I'm a big kid now in the Platinum Trophy, and I also, through that, got my 3,000th trophy on the total. So I'm pretty happy with that.
Whole bunch of trophies. That's quite an achievement.
Picking up what you're laying down. And also, the only other thing I really played was probably about an hour and a half of Guacamelee, the PS Plus title for this month that we got yesterday.
Thoughts? Look good on PS4?
Well, I've got nothing to compare it to because I've never played it, but fantastic. The humour is right up there. It's colourful. It's under a gig, I believe, even with the 170 megabyte update. 4-player couch co-op. That's going to be cool. I'll get the kids in on that. Maybe. Very funny. You're Juan. Your name's Juan. Juan, are you sleeping? Juan. So you find yourself sitting there reading the speech bubbles. And,
Mexican accent.
Yeah, in the Mexican accent, you go, I need a tortilla. Juan, where's my tortilla?
That's what I'm so sleepy.
Why are your Mexicans Asian?
I don't know. It's funny to me. But yeah, and also while I've got the microphone, I really wanted to make a really quick mention. People out there probably think that we're privy to absolutely everything to do with the podcast, but a lot of the effort, obviously, is by you, Luke, in the background, fucking editing and putting in voiceovers and taking the piss with repetition and just bringing it up to being the sparkling project it is or the product it is at the end of the day. But I weed myself a little bit the other day. I was out having a smoke and I realised the name of last week's podcast, Violin Hero. It cut so deep, but it was so funny. I really wanted to make mention of that because I was out there and I'm like, Violin, what the? Oh, that's the podcast. There's no top-notch effort. Just
we're gay.
Ah, fuck poo.
Oh, dear.
So thank you very much for that moment of insanity. I loved it.
Glad you appreciate it. So your week?
That is, yes.
All right, that just leaves me. Okay, it's probably... Yeah, first of all, just talk about Borderlands 2, the Handsome Collection. I got the Platinum Trophy finally on Borderlands 2. Yes, I did find Jimmy Jenkins. I had to do it the hard way, which essentially is the easy way at the same time. I had to play through the campaign again with my character on True Vault Hunter mode, which basically is New Game Plus. So everything was harder, but everything was very, very hard. Now, everybody that I've spoken to that knows Borderlands 2 says that Zero, the assassin, is the worst character to solo a game because he's very poor with strength and shield and all that sort of stuff. He goes down easy. That's what I had all the time. I was down all the time. I struggled. I was doing bugger all damage to all the enemies. It was really hard. But I managed to get back up to the wildlife preserve, where there's a particular mission called Doctor's Orders. If you have that one active, it's pretty much guaranteed to get Jimmy Jenkins within at least 5 tries. And I eventually did get Jimmy Jenkins pop out playing that level. Actually, I got Jimmy Jenkins twice since that. Actually, I must say thank you to Rep Premier as well. He played along with me to help me through because I was struggling so bad because I was underpowered. So yeah, Rep Premier helped me get up to there, and I think he took a lot of the damage off Jimmy Jenkins for me, and then I just pummeled him with rockets. And got the trophy to pop for Jimmy, but that wasn't my last trophy. So I still had a fair slog from level 37, had to get up to level 50 for the final trophy, which was getting up to level 50. And I managed to I actually quite enjoyed it. And I played with randoms on the internet with matchmaking, and eventually got there a couple of days ago and got my platinum trophy. So I still really much don't like Jimmy Jenkins, but I managed to find him twice, the son of a bitch, and finished the game a second time on True Vault Hunter and got the platinum. So I got 1 platinum this week. Red, what did you get? 3.
You mean?
My God! But we all have platinums to report this week.
Very good. I'll have one next week too.
Yeah, I thought you were going to get 4 this week.
Yeah, I was going to play the order and try and get 4, but best not be greedy.
Could have just delayed the podcast for 5 hours. Anyway, that's pretty cool. So I got Borderlands 2, you got Borderlands 2 and a couple others, and what'd you get, Sean?
That pirate game.
Ninjago. Lego. All right, moving on. I played White Knight as well. I started playing that last week. I played a little bit more of it. That game scares the shit out of me and got really, really, really hard. I got up to this part where I walked into a room and it was full of ghosts. And these things literally just touch you, you're dead. So I tried that a few times, probably about 6 times in a row with the exact same result. So I thought, this is insanity, so they say. So I turned it off. And I haven't played it since. So I don't know. Hopefully I do get back to it, but we'll see. Tropico 5, I've already discussed that. Ether 1, it's the PlayStation Plus game for May. I gave that a bit of a go today. I didn't realise, I completely forgot about it, but we've talked about this game before, Sean. The game Ether 1 is basically about, it's kind of like Animus style, where you go into like old memories or whatever, but you're inside the memories of people who have Alzheimer's.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Dementia, sorry. No, yeah. I was about to say, no, it doesn't sound right. Sorry, it is people with dementia, and you're trying to find the cause of the dementia inside their mind and remove it and destroy it. It's a strange game. Unfortunately, after playing it today, it really falls down the category of boring.
Oh, okay.
It's slow. There's no music. There's slight ambience every now and then, but you walk around, and if you don't know exactly what to do, so if you're not following a guide, which I wasn't, sometimes it can be far in between actual breaks on what you need to do, and it wasn't fun searching around for what to do because you're literally walking around this environment, picking up things. You can only carry one item at the time. I just think it's boring. It's probably good, and it probably has a really good story if you can progress, but it takes too long to progress, so I got bored and turned it off. And I gave it a fair go. I gave it probably 2 hours. But anyway, I decided to also pick up the pre-order for Magicka 2, which granted me access to the sneak peek.
Oh, yay.
I've been playing that this afternoon. I haven't played it very much, but oh my God, that game is amazing. And the first thing I want to mention is, you know, the trailer is not a vampire, that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vampire, not a vampire, not a vampire, not a vampire.
Well, apparently in the original game, he would be sucking on people, like on their neck and being a vampire, and when you'd walk in, he'd quickly like throw the body away. This is I can't remember his name.
Vlad.
Vlad, that's his name. Vlad.
Oh,
I don't know. How did you know that?
Because
Bram Stoker.
I've been in contact with Paradox Games, and it's on their website.
Oh, okay, fair enough. But anyway,
And he's a vampire. What else is he going to be called?
well,
Bob?
just ask
Brian?
He'll absolutely deny that, because the first time that you in the level that I was playing, because it gives you the one mission. There's a part where you go through and it loads, and then you walk into this new section, and there's Vlad, and you can hear, and he's full sucking the blood of this person. He turns around and sees you, throws the body into the bushes, and goes, hello, and speaks in his weird, strange language. It's kind of like, I don't know if it's a real language, but it's bizarre. I've never heard it before. It's probably like
Albanian.
it's probably like just a made up language though. It just sounds funny because some of the words they're saying, like it's like they're saying just sounds, like you know, like they'll walk up and they'll say, "Oh, look it up and over here, the boom boom" and stuff, and poo poo and like what? That's not a real language, surely. But anyway, yeah, so they've got Vlad in there, and it's hilarious. But the gameplay is amazing. I didn't know that it was like this, but the whole learn to spell thing, there are so many different combinations that you can make, like use of all these different spells. So, you know, you've got a wand, and if you press X and then the direction on the right stick, it'll shoot out fire. But then you've also got electricity, which is on square. If you press square, then X, and then a direction, you'll have fire electricity. And it sort of just boosts up the power. And there's all these different combinations. You've got 5 sort of sections that you can put them into, 5 slots. So you can press, like, you know, 2 electricity, 2 fire, and a shield or something, and that'll make a mad shield out of all those elements. So there's all these different things. There's also a modifier. So you've got the 4 buttons on the controller, and you've got a modifier to get another 4. And you can have a beam that heals your co-op. So it's 4-player online co-op. So say, for example, you've got somebody who wants to go up and do some damage. You can stand back and shoot him with your healing beam to keep him healed. You can do another spell which will, if the enemies have got fire, you can make a shield that if you get hit by fire, it heals you. But obviously any other damage will cause damage. There's so many different things that you can do. It is amazing. I think it's going to be a very good game. Very, very tactical. And I was playing the online multiplayer, and there were so many different moves that the other people were using. I'm thinking, wow, it's going to be fun working out how to do all those different moves. It's truly amazing game for even just the sneak preview.
Is it also daunting with all those combinations?
It's strangely intuitive. No, it's not.
Yeah, cool.
Like it just feels right. It didn't really take me very long to get the hang of it. I mean, obviously, what I was doing and what I've been doing so far have been quite simple, but it'll come really easy, I think. Like, here's another one that I learnt as well. If you press rock and shield, and then you press R1, which applies to yourself. So any of these moves that you can do, you can press R1 and apply to yourself. Now, that's not always a good thing, because if you use just fire, you'll set yourself on fire. That's not a very good idea. But if you do this rock and shield thing, you'll all of a sudden you'll don like a vest of rock, which will be like a set of armor. So you now have armor. You walk a little bit slower, but you've got rock armor on, and it's pretty good. It was absolutely limitless what I played within probably an hour is probably all I managed to put into it so far. And the amount of things that I've learned from it it's awesome.
Getting excited.
It's going to be, yeah. It's something I'll be very interested in.
Yeah, it's going to be good and hard, though, especially when you're playing with your mates, because there is friendly fire.
So fuck, Sean. You can just go matchmake, Sean.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, that fucking week's in there. You worry about me.
Also, another handy thing, you can do like a macro sort of thing with the D-pad. So like I said, if you've got 5 slots that you want to use for a particular spell, if you're going to use that all the time, you can map it to the D-pad.
Oh, that's cool.
So like swipe across and up and you'll...
What?
Is that what you mean?
No,
no, sorry, not
not
the D-pad, not the touchpad. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, not the touchpad. No.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, so it's an impressive game. It's something to really look forward to when it comes out this month, 26. So I've got it pre-ordered, and I recommend anyone that likes a game like Diablo or something like that will probably like this one.
Awesome.
All right, but that's about all I'm going to talk about for this week.
Cool.
Let's go into the news. All right, first up in the news, we've got Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. So I don't think we've known the actual name of it till before now, but that's the name, Pro Skater 5. I think it was like 13 or 14 years ago. We had Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4.
Mm.
Now we're getting... Now, it's Robomodo is making the game. And I've got a little fact here, a little interesting part here that I didn't actually realise, but the original game was developed by Neversoft, Treyarch, and ID Works Game Studio, Natsumi, and Edge of Reality, or something like that. There's a fucking whole heap of them, but Treyarch had a hand in it.
Yes.
Neversoft actually closed down last year, I think.
Yep, that's why they're not doing it anymore, because Neversoft are dead. What else have I got here? Details have been released about the next Pro Skater game. It's going to be later this year. The game is expected to go back to its roots with classic gameplay, but including new stuff like power-ups and the ability to shoot projectiles for specific missions. That's no good?
No, sorry. That's just an instant reaction.
So yeah, it sounded like disapproval. But anyway, you're going to get skaters including Tony Hawk, obviously, Aaron Homoki, Ishod Ware, Riley Hawk and Lizzie Armanto, and also Chris Cole. I don't know any of them except for good old Tones.
What happened to Bear Marger and
I think
Blitzberg and
I think he got too expensive.
Yeah, probably.
He's bigger than his boots are bigger than they were back with the original games.
Yeah.
So you can play the game on your own or online co-op with competitive play. So there you go. It's going to be some co-oping PvP as well, by the sounds of things.
I just hope they're not going to make it too complex.
Well, I don't think so. Not that I know. I haven't played it, but I've seen screenshots and it looks quite simple.
No, like control-wise and stuff like that, because
I think it'll go back to the roots, man. I'm pretty sure it'll be similar to the original.
You want left and square to be a kick flip, and you want right and square to be a hard flip, and
keep them simple, and like it's simple to do moves, but very hard to master, like the combos and stuff like that.
Yeah, which your squares, your flips, your circles, your grabs, your 12s, your 12s, your triangles, were your
grinds.
Yeah.
No, like pull down and across and up. Circle to try and do things like skate. I think it was that was quite difficult with their controls.
What you need to wait for is maybe next year they might release Lego Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5.
Yeah, possibly. Might be interested in that. Probably, it'll probably run better than this one.
Maybe. Anyway, you could create your own skate parks like you have been able to in the past, and it's going to be released first on the PS4 and Xbox One, with the PS3 and 360 versions to follow shortly after. But that's all I got on that one, so who's next? Red,
talking of developers dying in the water, we've got Sega making history at E3 this year. And
what are they doing?
They're not going.
Oh.
For the first time in E3's history, Sega will not have its own booth on show, which is kind of sad. And then on the back of in February, they announced to cut 300 jobs for a restructure and a move to Southern California. So they're playing it down here at the moment, saying they will be there in a capacity collaborating with various business partners.
In spirit.
In spirit, because basically that's what all their games are now. Things of the past. No offense, like, I love Sonic, you love Sonic. You know, but... yeah, nothing new.
Alex Kidd.
Oh,
Golden Axe.
Yeah, Wonder Boy. So, yeah, making history by not going.
So what, have they never not gone before? No,
they've been there every year since E3's conception.
Oh, well. I'm not really fussed about that, because E3 is in a whole new country, and you can't get there by bus.
You've had your bloody decades worth of airplanes.
Oh, I'm not fucking getting another plane for a long time.
A hacker who has been terrorising Guild Wars 2 for weeks has finally met his end. So, yeah, well, what was happening was, for the past couple of weeks, this dude's been going in, he's hacked into it, and he's been able to warp in and out of buildings and get certain loot drops, which are supposedly really good, and really dominate against other people and stuff with incredible power and strength and all this kind of stuff. All that he's got through hacking the game. And a lot of people are pissed off with it, so they just got, you know what, we're reporting him and all this kind of stuff. And then they got a video of him and what he was doing and how overpowered he was. And basically, if you've seen the episode of World of Warcraft in South Park, with the guy that's massively overpowered and nobody could kill him and all that. So the people have got in and complained, sent a video through to the head of security for Guild Wars, and he's got into this guy's account and decided that he would strip him down to his underpants, walk him through the village square so everybody could see, and he was recording it all the way, and then stood him on the edge of a building and then made him jump off and killed him.
In the game?
In the game. And yeah, the game, in real life, go and drag him.
Bring out your tail.
Yeah, so yeah, yeah, in game, got the guy's character, walked him through the middle of the village, took him to the edge of a building, and basically made him wave and jump off to his death. And then he banned all of his accounts, so the guy couldn't get on again.
Sucked in.
Yeah, so don't hack Guild Wars 2, because the security guy's a badass.
Right.
On that note.
Sociopath, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Imagine going up and having this dude on the door of a club. Sorry, you can't get him in, mate. But get fucked. It just drags you through the village. Get down your underpants, thanks, mate. Off the edge of the building you go. But a lot of people complaining about it, saying that, you know, like, it's stupid and immature that you've done this to one person when there's so many people out there hacking. But I think it's quite humorous, actually, myself.
Yeah, fucking sook. All right. Moving on, Guitar Hero Live instruments and confirmed artists. Right, so we had a bit of a chat about this last week when we had fucking nobody bands announced with songs that are strange or whatever. But anyway, listen to this. CEO Bobby Kotick shared some good news for future owners of Guitar Hero Live. So the guitars are going to be forward compatible. So he's not confirming any sequels, but it could probably be assumed because it's quite a large type game, and to invest in one controller for one game would probably suck. So whenever the next games come out after the current one or the up and coming one, the same guitar will be useful for it. So that's a good thing. Let's talk about some confirmed artists. Now, you might be a little bit more impressed with these ones compared to last week. So have a listen to this. Confirmed artists include the Black Keys. Have you heard of them?
Wicked. Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I've not heard of them.
I'm a lonely boy.
Gold on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know that song. Yep, cool. Just don't know the names. Anyway, Fall Out Boy. Not too bad. My Chemical...
Sorry.
It's not too bad, dude. My Chemical Romance.
Brilliant.
Gary Clark Jr. Who's that?
Gary Clark's son.
Senior. Gary Clark
Fucking ask a bunch of smart asses. Alright, Green Day.
Yeah, we could.
That's cool. Ed Sheeran, which we heard about last week. The War on Drugs.
Yeah.
The Killers.
Oh, wicked.
Skrillex.
Go.
I wonder if it's with Korn.
Oh, probably.
The Rolling Stones.
Oh, wicked. Paint it black.
The Lumineers.
Mm.
Pierce the Veil.
No.
I don't know who that is.
That's a
Emo.
goth. Yeah, emo rock band, yeah.
And the last one, Blitz Kids.
Not heard of that.
No, me neither. Anyway, that's a better list than it was last week. We won't be calling this one Violin Hero 2, so that's not too bad.
Can I just say something real quickly?
No.
Sean, you'll be able to correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Green Day have a contract with Rock Band?
Yeah, but no, I'm guessing they're all null and void because they don't make
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Unless,
yeah.
oh, well, there was talk going around that they were doing a new one, weren't they?
Rock Band will be out before Guitar Hero.
Oh, well, okay.
Yep.
Well, there's similar guitars, or?
Don't know. I haven't seen a Rock Band guitar yet.
Because I think Rock Band was actually saying that you could use the guitars from the previous one, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Well, yeah.
Oh, anyways, yeah.
That's confusion.
May I just quickly thank you? That was news to my ears. I hadn't seen it scrolling through everything that I've scrolled through lately. I had not seen that, and that was brilliant. Right, so stick with me here. I'm going to try and paraphrase a little bit. Oh, no, you go.
No, go. It's all right.
There's a lot of bloody BS here, but I'll get to the nitty-gritty and the meaty parts as best I can. So, across at, what's the name website? Green Man Gaming. I'm looking at the website right now. You can pre-order The Witcher 3 for $38.99.
Wow.
On PC. So that's very, very cheap. And so CD Projekt...
Because it's going to cost you $13,000 to build a PC beefy enough to play it.
to run it. Yeah, I was watching some PC footage today, actually.
Shit, it is $38.99 US.
Yeah. But, yeah.
$150 Australian.
CD Projekt Red claims that they're making no revenue from it.
Well,
obviously,
that's
had
like
to
stealing it.
Yeah, they would have had to have sold it to someone. Well, that goes through here. There's lots of reading here. But it goes through here where they had their partnerships with different people and different websites where they probably got them pretty much at cost price in order to drive the hype train. So then this Green Man Gaming has gone and purchased X amount off the third party and got them at, $38.99 minus a couple of bucks, I'd say, because he wouldn't be making much on it. But just really quickly, I'd like to read just a quick quote from the Green Man Gaming CEO, Paul Solyok. He said, following a 6-month dialogue with CD Projekt Red about the launch of The Witcher 3, we were disappointed that despite the offer of a significant cash advance and other opportunities to officially work together, that we have offered to fly to Poland to discuss in detail how we could and wanted to support this launch. That CD Projekt Red chose not to engage with a number of significant, reputable and successful retailers, including ourselves, and instead focused on supporting their own platform, being GIG, and I'd say that's their website where you can go purchase games. So these guys have gone out, tried to extend the olive branch, if you will, support it and whatnot, and it's been declined. So they've kind of given them the big fuck you, going around behind their back and now undercutting them with sales. In a nutshell.
Well, what happened last? I think it was either early this year or last year. It was that they had the guys that there was a game that was sold through CD Key Warehouse that they were all stolen or something.
Yep.
And
that was Watch Dogs, was it?
Yep, yeah, and this was Green Man Gaming was caught up in that as well. Fucking right.
Because that's the other thing as well. If they bought the keys, they could just cancel the keys, refund them their money.
Well, yeah, you could actually, but yeah.
For the record, $38.99 is $49.09 Australian.
Still pretty cheap for a
Yeah,
game.
$50. Tough price for us.
Yeah, that's about it on that front.
Activision and Blizzard. So they've come out with their quarterly budget, what they've made, all that kind of shit. World of Warcraft has shed 3 million subscribers in the first quarter this year, dropping it from 10 million when Warlords of Draenor came out, down to 7.1 million as of the end of March. But they still reckon they're going to hit their full year earnings. They've got an awesome amount so far this year, and they've raised their expectations of earning to $4.425 billion this year. Is what they're expecting to earn. And they said that digital revenues have climbed 76% in the first quarter to a record of $538 million they've made on just on digital. So I'm guessing this is coming a lot on the back of one, you always got your solid World of Warcraft subscriptions. So it's at 7 million people at $15 a month is that there for your digital, plus all your microtransactions through Hearthstone, and with Activision you have Destiny. So you've got Destiny and Call of Duty as well. So season passes, House of Wolves, it's all coming through here. So it looks like it's going to be a massive year, like really big year for Activision and Blizzard. So this is why they are able to constantly come out and boost content for their games like World of Warcraft and Diablo 3, is because these games, these franchises that they have, are licenses to print money. People are always going to spend a shitload of money when it comes to Call of Duty map packs. Destiny was massive with House of Wolves and stuff, and then you've got Hearthstone. Nobody bats an eyelid. If you get 10 million subscribers, 10 million people playing Hearthstone, and it's become more accessible now with it being on the mobile phones and stuff. If each of those people buy a $2 pack of cards, 20 million bucks just there.
Zeros and ones.
Yeah. License to print money, this company. It absolutely blows my mind at the amount of money that comes through this.
Right, changes to Destiny's weekly Nightfall missions. Now, when the DLC hits later this month, the House of Wolves. There we go. Came to me eventually. So you'll no longer be playing the same mission for the weekly Nightfall and the heroic mission. So they're going to mix that up. That's going to change. There is still a chance that those without the DLC will be locked out of some of those missions, like the weeklies and dailies. Yeah. But there's always going to be at least one activity for those without the DLC. Does that sound right to you? Does that sound fair?
Fair in what way? That there's always going to be something, even if you don't have the DLC.
Well, no. And this must be completely unbiased because I have the DLC, so it won't issue me. But it still won't be an issue for me, I should say. But it still bothers me because if you don't have any of the DLC, you can maybe only do one out of a possible 3, right?
Yeah.
Whereas back when the game first came out and you paid full price for it just like everybody else, you had access to everything. Now they've taken away.
Yeah.
They haven't just added extra things. They've taken away from those that didn't pay more.
Yeah, consider it's all on disc.
What was the first DLC called?
Halo 2.
I don't know.
Yeah. But anyway, do you have to have the first DLC to buy the second DLC?
No.
No, I don't reckon.
No, you don't, because you can buy them standalone.
Yeah.
Why? What were you going with that?
No, I just wasn't sure if you needed to have. So if I don't know the way that it goes, I can buy the second DLC. Will I have the 3 Nightfalls to do? If I don't have the first DLC? No. Or is it?
If one of the weekly or the Nightfalls is from the first DLC, no, you won't be able to either.
Is it a Dark Below or something?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah.
That's where they left the
I just
storyline.
I think it's wrong. I think with the addition of DLC, they should have just added more.
Yes.
Like 2 Nightfalls.
Yes, I'm with you on that.
One for non-DLC holders and one for DLC holders.
And especially since there's no raid in this one either.
But I think that's absolutely terrible because you have taken away from people rather than just given more to people who paid more. You took stuff away from those who paid for it full price.
And the high demand that they put on you to do the dailies and the weeklies in order to obtain the materials to grind out to upgrade your weapons and armor.
Yeah,
you're at a fucking loss. If you can't do a weekly, say 3 out of 6 or half the time, you can't do it because you only got the initial product. Then fuck me, what's the point? Yeah.
Yep, exactly. You're missing out. That shits me. That almost. I really want to protest and just not fucking play it, but
I dare you.
I've already got the bloody
season
pass thing. So if I didn't have the season pass out of protest, I would not purchase it.
I'll do it for you. I won't buy it.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't either.
Because 2 out of 3.
That's all right. I'll play with Nick, but that pisses me off. I think it's shit. Absolutely disgusting.
I'm with you. I'm fucking 100% behind you because, yeah, you're right. You're getting something taken off you.
Yeah.
The ability to progress.
Yep. Oh, I mean, you're not going to be able to progress anyway because I don't think you'd be able to get all that extra light. But
that's right. You can't even get the fucking armor.
You can't join with your mates.
Yeah.
So is there extra light levels coming with this one?
No.
Because there's no raid to be able to get the...
Yeah, there's
are you sure?
level.
What is the light level at the moment? 33 or 34?
32, isn't it?
Well, in the video that Nick posted on the page today, there was a fully spec'd out hunter, I think, at 34.
Oh, well, maybe there is. I don't know.
That might be a new way to get it out. But you'd probably have to get Ascendant Shards or some other kind of bullshit and purchase the epic weapons from Zur or something.
Sean,
as opposed to
Stop. I'm fucking pissed off. I don't want to talk about Destiny anymore. Let's move on.
Right. Cool.
On the back of Sean, you saying how well Activision and I was going to say Ubisoft, but Blizzard are doing, I actually got a couple of figures here from EA because, firstly, I'll say that the new Plants vs Zombies is coming out, as well as a new Mirror's Edge, will be released in early 2016. Obviously published by EA, right? As they confirm their financial earnings presentation today, and I don't know what it is. If it was for the last financial year, $4.3 billion in total revenue, and you brought up the whole digital sales thing, which I thought was cool. The digital sales of EA equates to $2.2 billion, which is just over half of their total revenue, and mobile is accounted for $524 million, which is
that'll be on the back of your things like your sim builder and I think Simpsons Tapped Out is EA, isn't it?
EA, yeah, the Sims. There's a free Sims game on there. You've got like your Monopolies and
people spend stupid amount of money on those.
Yeah, so. And also, the third game that's going to be released in the third quarter, and the third quarter isn't what you'd think it'd be. It's October through December is the third quarter. New Need for Speed title.
So, yeah, I did see that. What is it? What's it called?
What was it called?
Need for Speed 5000?
No, I don't know. I just had a total brain fart. What's that one that did? Yeah, Need for Speed Drive Club.
Rivals.
Titans.
Titans. So yeah, 3 games to look forward to next year if you're an EA buff. I actually did a bit of extracurricular research on this new Mirror's Edge title today and watched some of the work in development, and fuck, it looks pretty shibby.
Yeah, it's actually DICE doing it, and is it a prequel?
It's a prequel
to Faith's story. So They said that they've been working heavily with real-life parkour people.
You should see it,
to get her movements correct to make it flow. And you know what? The first Mirror's Edge gave me vertigo playing it. That first-person thing. If they make it half as good as what the original was with the next-gen graphics, it's going to make me spew.
How do you reckon it'd go with a VR?
Yeah, with an Oculus or something. Yeah, crazy.
But yeah, if anyone out there is a little bit interested in what's going on with it, should check out some of the pre-development of videos that are out there on YouTube. I just done a bit of flicking around, searching around, and it looks really impressive, like really impressive. And considering it's a prequel and I've not played the original, I'll probably give it a go.
Cool. Yeah, me too. I never played the first one.
Was it a PS Plus title?
Oh, could have possibly been.
I think it was. But I don't play last gen.
But just for anyone out there that hasn't played it.
I'll just add something there while we're talking about your profits and money and all that kind of shit. After 4 years, Nintendo is finally making money again. Yeah, they posted a $350 million net profit, and they're forecasting it to double over this year with things coming out like a new Zelda and that there. They'd make $350 million just on that, I think. So.
Oh, poor things.
It was all those gold amiibos.
Yeah. So it's a bit lackluster when you look at it in comparison to, your $4.425 billion that Activision and Blizzard are doing, but it is good to see Nintendo starting to...
All right, Sean, give us your last bit of news.
Australians are going to have to pay a tax on Steam and Netflix, it looks like, because Joe Hockey's a prick and he's going to put it in the budget next week, apparently. So, yeah, he's going to tag a GST onto digital goods. Yeah.
Wow.
So usually, Australians don't pay GST for online purchases under $1,000, but it looks like now that it's going to be put through. Hopefully, it gets argued against. The way that the government works and all that kind of stuff. Half the shit that they put in the last budget never went through because it couldn't get approval for it. But you know what? If it's something that's going to happen, and it's going to force people into the VPN and stuff. You know what, to VPN it straight across, use your money and buy it in US dollars or buy it in Canadian dollars or whatever, then you know what, there's ways of getting around things like this. But Netflix, Hulu, all that kind of stuff is going to be... Yeah, but the thing is, I want to know, is it going to be even taken towards like your Foxtel? Because that's all digital through apps and stuff now as well.
Yeah.
So streaming services, all that kind of stuff. So, that really annoys me because it's not just your games and Steam that it's going to hit. It's going to hit the App Store. So all these 99-cent games are now going to be $1.09 or, it's that books, movies, everything that you buy online now, they're going to do that there, and then even it can move towards things like eBay tagging on GST onto purchases that you make.
You can see it now. It's Tropico 6, the Joe Hockey edition.
Yeah.
Call him Joe Cockhead.
I do most of the time.
It's Cocky Joe Hockey.
That's it.
He's got his dick in a socky. Sorry.
But even
That's fucked.
He's still doing better than the last one did. So.
Yep, that's no
Probably
good.
because it was a ranger.
Well, fucking, you just financial minister and the bloody prime minister.
Alright, that's it for the news. Let's move on to What's That Sound?
Time we stop, children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
Alright, so last week's sound... strangely enough, neither of you got it. I kind of thought you at least Red would have got it, but neither of you got it.
You said it through the chat and I screamed. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think anybody else got it. Did we have any entries?
Not what I've seen. No,
that's a bit strange. I don't know what's going on there, but it was the Bloodborne resonating bell. So that's what that was from. When you ring the bell to resonate, so the beckoning bell will come and bring you into the game. Blah 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 for co-op stuff. But no, nobody got that. This week, I've got no idea what the sound is because Red supplied the sound. So Red, you can't play.
I bet you I get it right.
No, I bet you do. All right, I don't know what this is. So let's just have a listen. Oh, there's one game that comes to mind.
Among the Sleep.
Oh.
No.
I don't know. No. It sounds like something from BioShock.
Whoa. This is
Yeah.
Was that close?
No, but yeah, no, I'm not giving any hints away
I
because
could see where you're coming from there, like the old steampunk kind of thing in Columbria.
yeah. That's the feel. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Did you call it Columbria?
It is Columbria.
It's Columbia, isn't it? Just
No,
Columbia.
Bria.
Brown.
RIA.
But it's a silent
Columbria.
R.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, Google.
that's BioShock Infinite you're talking about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Infinite setting. All right, let's have a look. BioShock Infinite takes place in a flying steampunk city of Columbia.
Bria.
No, Columbia. You Google it, obviously. You're the one that needs to check it.
Columbia. There's not
It's
a bunch
Columbia,
of dudes
dude.
coming up to you going, hey, Cholo. Columbia.
Tropico 7. Fucking, we're going to get a franchise out here.
Yeah.
Columbia, dude. I don't know what you've been reading. Google it yourself.
All right, may I just put a quick footnote on that? What's that sound?
Yeah, go ahead.
If we get heaps and heaps of entries from this, I will be more inclined to give an extra entry to those that tell me exactly what it's from. Like, you can name the game, that's all well and good, but it's a facet of a game, and that's all the clues you're getting.
Hang on, what are you going to do?
Give them an extra chance or something. You randomly pick a name out of a hat when we've got heaps of entries.
Yeah.
I'll put an extra one in if they tell me exactly what part of the game it's from, because there's diehards out there that should know straight away.
Okay, so it's a tricky one, is it?
Oh!
So some might know the game, but not exactly what game.
What part of the game? Yep.
Yeah, okay. We'll give them double games or something.
Yeah, we'll work something out.
Double game, double prize. Sean, have you Googled it yet?
Yeah.
An argument too quickly, did he? I fucking told you! It was a typo on Wikipedia. He's just gone and fixed
There
it.
is a typo. Yeah, I'm just about to change it on Wikipedia and save it again.
How good are you at programming? Because you might have to fucking hack the game too to change it.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. No, they call it Columbria in the intro. And then they change it 15 minutes in.
Yeah.
I'm an asshole. All right, let's move on. Pardon?
Columbia.
Cholo.
Hello.
Oh,
Want some cocaine, I say?
I told you it's not PC. All right, let's move on. Moving on to not so frequently asked questions. All right, as I said at the top of the show, this week's not so frequently asked question is about Super Mario Brothers. So I've got a couple of facts with one pretty interesting one down at the end there. First of all, the game was stored on a cartridge with a max capacity of, have a guess.
256K.
How do you know that? Is that a guess?
I was thinking it was a big cartridge around that time, like max, 256K.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know how you knew that. Fucking idiot. The Google...
fucking idiot. I knew it.
Well, on the contrary.
Yeah, you knew
Oh,
it.
sure,
I want to insult
Here's
you.
me standing there with a monocle going, "Rrr."
It's the Monopoly guy. Anyway, the Goombas. You know the Goombas that we all know and love, the cute little things that you step on.
Yeah, my kids call it Boomba.
Boomba, yeah, the Boombas. The Goombas were added as a last thought to add an easier enemy to the game because the original, all they had was those Koopa Troopers and like the turtles and stuff that were flying. It was a bit too hard, so they put a bit of an easier enemy in there, and that was the Goombas. Their original name, I'm not even going to attempt to say it, but it translates in English to the Chestnut People. So you're stepping on the Chestnut People. Oh, that's quite funny.
Snugglepot and Cuddlepie are now terrified.
Yeah, that's it. We've got to get you. Something that probably a few people know of. Well, maybe I know of it. That's probably why I think it's common knowledge. But on the front cover of the original game, the box, I think it's probably on the sticker as well, Mario is actually in a position where he's going to die.
Yes.
I've seen that. Yeah, most people know that. That's a pretty common one that you hear around the internet. Also, another one that might be a bit common is the clouds and green bushes are the same sprite, so the same image was reused to save on space on the cartridge because it was only 256 kilobytes after all. So if you have a look at it, you see the clouds in the sky and the bushes in the ground are literally exactly the same, just different colours. So there you go. But here's the interesting one, the one that I found most not so frequently asked is in the original game it had back in the day when we had manuals inside the box. There's like a backstory for Mario. Have any of you guys ever heard the backstory?
No, I got lost with the Destiny one, sorry.
Yeah. Look, this is a paraphrasing of it. I haven't got it word for word, but it says that the peaceful people of the Mushroom Kingdom were invaded by the evil Koopa. I'd imagine that'd be like Bowser and things like that. Anyway, they're a tribe of turtles famous for their black magic, so they're magical. The Koopa turned all of the people of the Mushroom Kingdom into bricks and stone.
Ah, yes.
Does that ring a bell? What does Mario break to get...
Yeah.
The only one that can undo this is Princess Toadstool, the daughter of the Mushroom King. However, Princess Toadstool was kidnapped by the Koopa Turtle King, and it's Mario's job to save the princess to restore order to the Mushroom Kingdom. The only thing is, Mario pretty much smashes every piece of brick that he comes across to get coins. So he's killing...
Genocidal maniac.
He's killing all of the mushroom people.
Arsehole.
How bizarre
then he
is
goes, fucks their princess as well.
Well, he tries.
Kills all the people, fucks the princess.
Hands it back over.
She's always in another castle. So, I thought that was quite an interesting fact that Mario is, a homicidal maniac, or he doesn't really know. He's really just a dope and just... Along the way, he's killed everybody.
Can you finish the game without breaking anything?
I don't know.
Doubt it.
I don't know, but if you can, and the game was made today, it'd be a trophy.
Yeah.
And Red would know, because he would have platinumed it by now.
DLC.
Like everything else. Oh, yeah, the DLC would have been actually where the princess was.
No! Behind a paywall.
The other castle.
Pay $20 now.
The princess is in the other castle. To go there, buy the season pass.
Yeah. To transform that other castle into the one that you're already in, $6.99. There you go. Good old Super Mario Brothers. That's
unlock all the coins for $40.
A very strange piece of information there that was in that little booklet. But that's it for Not So FAQ this week. Over to Red for Shout.
Shout! Let it all out!
Oh, wicked. Well, a real quick one because we're going to wrap up, but I had a cool post the other night about trying to get people's opinions on timed exclusivity, and I'd like to thank Brett Wotan and Ross Mark for their contribution in there. Kevin Wyborn's been rearing his head back now. I haven't seen him for a little bit, but he's come on strong again, and it's good to hear from him again. Brendan Brownie Brown, our once flash in the pan admin. He'll love that. That's all right. He's been getting fucking platinums on every Dark Souls 4, 5, and 6 and Bloodborne, so of course he doesn't have time to be bloody putting posts up. But yeah, wicked Brownie, I appreciate it. I had a good old chin wag with I've got to get the initial right. Mark J. Travis last night about the new Exo Zombies. He's got it on the PS4 and the Xbox One, but he's season pass holder on the Xbox One, so obviously he's only got zombies on there, and we're having a good chat about how we're going. And he's got around 35, I think, and not too shy of 1,500 zombie kills. So, challenge accepted.
Good on you, Mark. He's a good bloke, Mark.
Yeah, awesome. And Cameron Lavender, he's somewhat of a new listener to the podcast from what I've heard, and he's only had nice things to say. Turns out he's an even better bloke than his profile picture depicts. He's a chef!
Oh, yeah.
What a legend! So yeah, he's probably going to be listening to this at 2:30 during a split shift or something or whatnot. I've been there. I know what it's like to be a kitchen bitch. Suck it up, get it done. Work your 17-hour days.
Yeah,
You're a legend.
Start at 8 o'clock, finish at 4, but be back here at 6 for night, and then close and finish at 2. And
you've done that job too, haven't you, Sean?
Yes, I have.
Sweep and mop twice a day.
But Sean, you were just a cook, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I
was a chef for a bit. Cook, not qualified, but yeah.
What?
I started a chef thing.
Apprenticeship.
Yeah. Fuck that.
I've made toast.
Yeah.
I can eat food made by chefs.
We've proven that fact.
Yeah.
But yeah, also I know I said cheers to Ross, but he also was the one to put me on to the new DLC weapon, the M19s, that's available now on Xbox One, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and soon on PSN and PC, which is probably a month. So yeah, wicked input from the community. I'm appreciating it.
And hi, Rusky. He's there always.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because I actually I jumped on. You said something about Twitter the other day, so I jumped on the Aussie Gamers Twitter thing, and it wasn't until I jumped onto there that I actually seen how much sort of information and whatnot that Russell or Rusky you pass along, and you're a legend, man. Wicked. I checked out a few of those things that you recommended and whatnot the other day, and yeah, cheers, man.
Yeah, you know what I get from Rusky is, sorry,
quality.
Well, no. What I get from him as a person, he just, everything that he does, I just feel he does it just for the pure love of video games.
Yeah, and that's why we're all here, really.
Well, yeah, and he will share things. He will, he retweets our tweets and things like that, just because he loves games, man. And he's a really good guy, and he's always consistently there, joining in with conversations, putting his opinions in, and yeah, he's just like, not to put a downer on everybody else that is a good contributor to our page, but what was that?
Just sink the slipper in, man.
But he's like, I reckon he's like our Hulk.
He's our ambassador. He's our overseas ambassador. If you want immunity, what do you call it? Diplomatic immunity? Go see Russell.
Yeah. But I say Hulk because I've used this likeness for you, Red. But you've got an army, but we've got a Rusky.
Yeah, that's right.
We're keeping him. I'm not letting him go. He's a legend. Good man.
Yeah, thank you very much to everyone.
Right.
I appreciate you. Luke will put you down below others, but I'll appreciate you. I don't have favourites.
All right, I've kissed enough ass on this episode. I think we're done.
Yeah, well, now that we're at the end of this week's show, please take the time to like us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/AussieGamers2012. If you tweet your life away on a daily basis, follow at AussieGamers12. Twitch TV is AussieGamersTV at twitch.tv. Come and see some gaming and raging sessions over there. Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, iTunes, search Aussie Gamers Express on your smartphone applications to get this
podcast delivered directly to the device of your choice. It'll download. It'll save your spot. This is the perfect way to listen to this podcast. Our news and reviews and all that kind of stuff can be found at www.aussiegamersexpress.com. YouTube channel can be found Aussie Games Express. Give it a search on there, and like, subscribe, comment, do all that kind of stuff. If you want to send a snail mail, PO Box 130, Cranebrook, New South Wales 2749. Send dog shit to Luke.
Ring.
I know where you live, Sean. I'll fucking just drop it off at your house.
Yeah.
Fuck carrying it. Just go do a fresh steamer.
Oh, yeah. Just do that. Carry it in my bowels. Hey, Sean, you going to go play some Bioshock Infinite?
Yeah, in Columbia.
In Columbia.
Columbia? Maybe you were playing the like cheap knockoff version from a cheap knockoff country.
A Lego version.
Like Columbia.
Yes.
Hey, Cholo, you want the game?
Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, man,
Got a good...
come over here. Give you an 8-ball with your game, man.
Do a good price, only 4 floppies.
Yeah.
Enough! I've been LewkOne.
I've been Thorncliff.
And I've been Red.